The Glen Gap Guest House, multi-award-winning B&B, Dundalk, County Louth, a little piece of countryside in the heart of the town. The Glen Gap Guest House, sponsors of BorderTV's Music Show.
Hello and welcome to the Music Show on BorderRegion TV. I'm your host Helena Mullins, and joined with me today we have a singer-songwriter from Dundalk, David Keenan. Thanks so much for coming to join us.
Thanks for inviting me.
Cool, cool. Well, first of all, I'd like to ask, when did you realise your love for music?
I suppose it goes back years. I remember my dad, he bought me a little guitar when I was 4, and he was driving buses at the time, and his tie was my strap for the guitar. He used to just go around. He used to flick marbles off it as well. Like, it wasn't just for making noise, like, you know. But I couldn't play a note. I didn't start playing till I was about 11, and then I just picked it up from there. Gathered dust in the corner for a while, and I think if you're self-taught, you have to let it go for a while and just your own initiative and pick it back up again, which I did when I was about 14. When I heard Damien Dempsey, and that's when I started writing. About 13, 14, I started writing and wrote that song El Paso, which is still a kind of local favourite in Dundalk today, I think.
Brilliant, brilliant. And so different stuff inspire or influences your writing, I suppose. Would I be right in saying? Well,
look, Dundalk influenced mainly books that I've read, local characters, family members, just stories you pick up along the way, and then you can picture yourself in certain situations, or just I've always found it easy writing a song. It just kind of comes to me, you know. I can't put my finger on it, you know what I mean. If I could bottle it, I'd sell it, like, you know what
I mean. Well, you mentioned Damien Dempsey there, and what maybe other artists, past or present, would influence your style of writing?
I suppose you go back to the 50s, and I'm into kind of rockabilly from the 50s and early rock and roll, and then, you know, blues music, early blues. I suppose my style of writing is kind of Dylan-esque, I suppose, if you can get away with saying that. John Martin, Lee Mavers with the Lads, Liverpool music in general kind of influenced my writing as well, and just, as I said, books I've read and family members and just stories, like, from growing up. Brilliant,
brilliant. And you mentioned Liverpool there, and I know that you spent some time gigging overseas. So how did you get attracted to that, or how did you?
It was just from getting into that band, the Lads. And most people know them from that song, There She Goes. But I got into that band, bought the record, and then got a couple of gigs in Isle of Man, and just from there we went to Liverpool. Me and my friend went to Liverpool, and I just fell in love with the city and the people, and it really influenced my songwriting and my ability to play as well. So I'm actually playing there on the 20th of December, so I can't wait to get back, like, you know.
Brilliant, brilliant. And maybe what has been your highlight to date? I'm sure you've done lots of gigs, and also gigging overseas. I'm sure it was a different kind of experience, but maybe what has been your highlight to date in your musical career?
I suppose coming full circle from getting into the Lads, going to Liverpool, and then supporting John Paul from the Lads in the Spirit Store in my hometown. So I kind of have to say that, don't I? Like, you know, John Paul.
That is amazing. That really is some achievement. That's really amazing. And you're involved also with Echo Road Records, so tell us a little bit about that and how it came about for yourself.
It came about just from being in Liverpool, and the musicians in Liverpool couldn't do enough for themselves, couldn't do enough for just the whole musical and artistic kind of community. So myself and Damo McKenna, we got together and we decided to it's a collective of musicians and people involved in the arts get together. You know, it's just not just musicians, it's poets, graphic designers. We're getting together, we're making music, we're making art, and it's just to get a kind of music scene going in Dundalk. You know, at the time we're all proud of a share on Facebook or just physically going to a gig or recording. It's just to get a music scene going in Dundalk. You know, at the time we all love so much. You know.
Brilliant. And also, how can we find out more about Echo Road Records?
We can get us on SoundCloud, on Twitter. Myself and Damo McKenna, we do the first cut on Dundalk FM every Friday from 6 to 7. And we're always looking for new people to come in and
showcase their
talent and get this town, put this town on the map.
And maybe to find out more about your music in particular, because that's what we're showcasing today, how can we find out more about you?
You can get me on Facebook. It's David Keenan Sounds. SoundCloud, all my music's up there. It's all free. Like SoundCloud.com/David Keenan Music. Twitter. The whole lot.
The whole lot. So you did mention a gig that you'll be looking forward to in Liverpool on the 20th of December, but you're also supporting Permanent Déjà Vu, who'll be on later in the show. The 13th of December, I believe, in Tolls, in Dundalk.
Yeah, we've had the lads down. They played a couple of Echo Road gigs before, and Grace and Gav, they're great lads, great musicians, so we can't wait for that, you know.
Brilliant, brilliant. And what can we look forward to now in the new year, that from yourself, David?
Gig-wise, I've not really planned, but I'm really busy at the minute trying to record the EP and get that out in early next year, so fingers crossed that'll be finished. I just need to get my head down and do it.
Brilliant. And we can look you up to find out and see your progress and things like that, and see other music that you're involved with, which would be great. And also maybe tell us about this song you're going to play for us now.
Yeah, this is the song I'm going to be hopefully recording for the EP. This will be on the new EP, so I'm going to give it a blast.
Brilliant. So exclusive to BorderRegion TV, we have Kelso Terrace. So fire ahead, David.
I swear I'll be here. Make your way back down to the river and pray for me. Oh, Chevron's not coming home drunk, and I give her a message. God is here, don't know where she could be. She must be waiting in the passage. Put the tobacco on the table, I'm gonna smoke right away. Gonna roll myself into a hole, tomorrow's another day. Let the seas, my brother. For talk's sake, I might take a man's better right, so make a wrong. Pour my soul into this bowl and stir it up with this song. On your knees, yeah, begging please. On your knees, yeah. Stay just a little bit. In the window, flooding the kitchen, flooding through the hall. In the night you robbed me of my sight, I was forced to crawl. From the dark, the singing of the lark, yeah, warned me of the light of spark. On your knees, you're begging, on your knees, stay just a little bit.
A little piece of countryside in the heart of the town. The Glengat Guest House, sponsors of BRTV's music show. A little piece of countryside in the heart of the town. The Glengat Guest House, sponsors of BRTV's music show.
Welcome back to the music show on BorderRegion TV. Thanks to David Keenan for joining us in the first half of the show. And with us now we have brother and sister Grace and Gavin Wynne from Permanent Déjà Vu. Thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having us, Helena. Thank you.
Also, when would you like to tell us a bit about how Permanent Déjà Vu started out in the beginning?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned there, myself and Grace are brother and sister, so we were kind of playing music together for many years, and the band kind of came about sort of organically over the years. When I was in college, I recorded an album as part of my thesis, and Grace kind of helped me out with it, and she played some piano on it, and ever since then we've kind of been playing music together, and yeah, so that was the start of it all. So we've been going about 5 years now.
Yeah,
around
5 years
as a band.
a band. Yeah, we had to put a name on ourselves.
So we put a name on ourselves then.
Eventually. So brilliant. And also, you know, both these would have had different influences of music and things like that. But what artists, past or present, would have been an influence on your music in Permanent Déjà Vu?
It's a good question. Well, for myself now, I'd kind of be into classic songwriters like Bob Dylan, David Bowie, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, The Smiths, Jimi Hendrix. Just, yeah, we're kind of music obsessives, the two of us, so...
Would you be the same?
I'd be the same. I would have kind of heard all of those artists at home as well, heard a lot of music through my brothers, and then I played classical piano, so I was interested in classical music, and then I would love female songwriters. Like, I went to see Kate Bush this year, and I'd be a big fan of Joni Mitchell and people like that as well. So
fantastic. And you've had hot press singing your praises there at a competition in 2012, and that probably would have been one of your big highlights, I would say, to date.
Absolutely.
Would it have been?
Yeah, it was great. Now we got picked out. I think was there 5 or 6 finalists. Yeah. So
and that's out of hundreds of bands.
It was. So they picked one of our songs. I can't remember the band now. It's a few years ago. I think it might have been the De Laurentiis who picked our song.
Wow.
So they had a few.
I remember it. Yes.
Few kind of guest bands in, and they listened to loads and loads of tracks, and they picked one of our songs off our first album, a song called Feigning Reflection, and so it made the final. So we had a little picture in hot press. Wow. And a little write up about ourselves. So we were really chuffed with that. It was really nice. So. Yeah.
And probably to pick out another highlight of your career today, I suppose, with all your gigging and, you know, what would be a highlight, would you say, maybe, Grace?
Yeah, well, I suppose this year we played on the main stage of Whelan's, and I had never played there before, so for me that was kind of a big highlight. And then, like, I suppose we've had lots of little highlights, little victories maybe along the way, do you know, like even getting the album finished was a bit of a challenge this time round, so like we're real DIY with how we go about things, and we wrote the songs and recorded them and arranged them, and sometimes a couple of times over, scrapped things and gone back.
So time consuming job, obviously.
It is, yeah, and we just put everything in creatively with the music, and so it's just that was a victory. Getting that far was a victory for us as well. Fantastic.
And we are looking forward to your album launch now on the 13th of December. That'll be on in Tolls.
That's right, in
Brilliant.
Tolls.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
a lovely
be
spot now, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of Christmassy. It's going to be intimate, and yeah, it's going to be a great night of music. We've kind of we've a few other artists supporting us, and it's sort of going to be a focus on songwriters in Dundalk, and yeah, we're going to play as much material from the new album as we can, and some other numbers as well.
Brilliant. And also, where can we find out more about your music online? I know you've SoundCloud, you've all this. So
we have
just
SoundCloud.
how can we find you?
Well, we're on Facebook, so that's kind of our most up-to-date information available. So Facebook is probably the best one. Our videos are on YouTube, so we have a few singles and a few videos that we made for the last album. So you can find us there, and SoundCloud has all our albums too.
Yeah.
It does, and we'll probably put the album up on Bandcamp as well, like for sale.
And there's actually a link on your Facebook to Bandcamp.
Yeah,
that's right.
because you can get a digital copy or a hard copy. We'll post you out a hard copy either. So we did that for the last album, so we'll do it for this album as well.
Fantastic. So you have a single as well that you're launching along with your album launch, Utopia. So tell us a little bit about the story behind that, maybe, or
the story behind the song.
Or can it kind of like tell us about the song itself?
Yeah, well, I think Gracie, you would be best placed to answer that one.
Yeah,
So
well,
Grace wrote the song, so
yeah, well, I suppose it's quite difficult sometimes to explain songs, but this song is called Utopia, so it's I suppose it's about a struggle in maybe different aspects of life. So in the video you'll see it's a relationship, and the song was meant to have a double meaning basically. So it's about struggle with a relationship and struggle with your work as well. So it was to do with us making our music and everything else as well, and Utopia obviously is, you know, it's a struggle, so utopia doesn't really exist at all. This is an idealistic kind of thing. Cry out to utopia. We know we'll never get there, but
like the American dream or something.
Yeah.
It's like utopia is that.
Kind of sounds like an
never.
epic, but the idea is pretty simple, is that you're striving for perfection, and you know, you don't always get there, but it doesn't stop you from trying. You know, you still in, say, a relationship, or, you know, if you have something you're passionate about like music, you know, we would be sort of very perfectionists, I suppose, in ways, and you're motivated anyway. So it's that kind of a conundrum you face, like.
And it's a song that many can relate to, I
Absolutely.
suppose.
Yeah. When Grace played me the song first, she made a recording of the song on her phone and she sent it to me, and that was the first thing I kind of thought of. Was I thought she was referring to the band, which seemed, that's what I kind of related it to. But it's a song that's very relatable, I think. As Grace was saying, in the video it's more represented by a relationship and two people who are kind of struggling to get on with each other. So yeah, hopefully everyone will kind of find something
meaning in it.
Yeah,
and it's nice to relate to the music that people write. So.
Absolutely. That's what we're hoping for. It's quite a plain speaking, direct type of song, you know, when you listen to the lyric. And like in the video, we're in it, so we're kind of representative maybe of our music, and then we have this couple who their relationship you're sort of following, and our paths cross at the end of it. So it's like the two stories together.
I love the photographs on Facebook. So they're really classy.
We got a great car as well. Our uncle owns this absolutely beautiful, it's a Rover from the early 70s, but it's kind of a 50s model. So it looks like something out of an Alfred Hitchcock film. So you'll see that's kind of very much featured. And we even did the green screen thing of kind of, I don't know if you've ever seen any of the old Alfred Hitchcock films, and there's the driving scenes, and like there's kind of the slightly phony landscape in the background. So we even managed to put that in as well. So
And, what was I gonna say as well? Just that Sean McMahon did the video for us, so we're just absolutely delighted as well. Just big thank you to him for, you know, for making the vid for us too. So
Brilliant, brilliant. And so I know you both have day jobs, both professional teachers. So, you know, what can we look forward to anyway in the new year? I know you're probably all concentrating on this album launch, but in the new year, what can we look forward to?
Well, I think we're going to release another single off the album, so we'll probably make another video, just give Sean a shout again. And we actually kind of have an idea for another video, so we'll probably pursue that, and just gigging as well. So that's kind of the plan, you know, get the album out there as much as possible. So
yeah, try to get a few reviews and just on a more of a national platform, you know, or something, and you know, just get the music out there a bit more. So that's our plan.
Absolutely.
Well, best of luck on your album launch.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show this evening.
Pleasure.
So there you have it. You can check out Permanent Déjà Vu on Facebook, but also take a look at their new single, Utopia. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.
you can't be precious about these things. The pain you suffer is losing utopia. We've been trying hard for so
The Glengat Guest House, multi-award winning B&B, Dundalk, County Louth, a little piece of countryside in the heart of the town. The Glengat Guest House, sponsors of BorderTV's music show.